Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitila Pravishta Maha-Bhagavat Śrīla Gokṣaras Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitila Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Ṭhākura Ki Jai. Nitila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupano Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Sharda Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākura Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौरमंडल व्रजमंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय. सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदत्त की राज महाराज की जय. श्री राधा कुंड श्यामा कुंड की जय. श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय. श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय. श्री भक्ति देवी की जय. श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाया की जय. श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्रील विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर की जय. Sārārtha-darśinī वृत्ति की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. धन्यवाद. प्रणाम गंगा दीदी. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जना शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद्-Bhāgavatam नारायणीति नामिने. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनेति नामिने. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य गौरतिशे नमः. गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. यं प्रव्रजन्मनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूत हृदयां मुनिमानतोऽस्मि. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं च नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. शृण्वतं स्वकथाश्ना पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तना ऋतस्तो यपत्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सतम्. नष्टप्रायेषु भवद्रेषु भगवत्सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भनैष्टकी. तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे त्वां नायमां चरणतिकं. भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्षय क्षिप्ताष्टकामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्देस्ते चरणारविन्दम् भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Indira Ji, Dandavat Pranams. Wow, first time you're watching live in a long time. Now we're finally in the same time zone, right? That's welcome back to Vrindavan, back to home. Haribo Rase Shri Mataji, Prajumna Prabhu, Mantra Mataji. Prajumna Prabhu, yes, there's a big difference between Mayavadi and a Brahmavadi. Mayavadis are offenders. They say that Krishna is under the control of Maya. They think that Maya is superior to Krishna, whereas Brahmavadis don't believe that. So Brahmavadis aren't offenders. Haribo, Sudevi Didi, and Madhavi Didi, Dandavat Pranams. All right, so now we're continuing Brahma's prayers. No, we're not continuing. We're beginning Brahma's prayers. So now this is our first reading without Srila Prabhupada's purports in 2 years now. First time where I'm going to use this though for the verses, just for the Sanskrit, and then let me just make this big. Okay. Let's open up. Yes. Brahma's prayers to Lord Krishna, chapter 14. We read, actually, let's read the end of, sorry, what am I doing? Let's read the recap just to, so that we get a little bit of. Okay, so Brahma, wanting to test the power of Krishna, stole all the boys and calves. Despite searching everywhere, Krishna couldn't find the calves and returned to the riverbank where he found the gopas missing too. Lord Krishna could immediately understand the deed and mood of Brahma. Then Krishna, by his supreme mystic power, expanded as all the missing gopas and the calves, exactly replicating their bodily features and mannerisms. Thus Krishna, surrounded by his own expansions, entered the village of Vrindavan while playing on his enchanting flute. He entered the respective cowsheds as calves and homes as gopas. All the Brajvasis had more affection for Krishna than their own children, and even their own selves. Previously, the elderly gopis of Vrindavan had desired to serve Krishna like Mother Yashoda did. Now, Krishna fulfilled that desire by appearing in the form. All the gopis exhibited more love for their children now than ever before, and the increase of their affection knew no bounds. The cows saw their calves at Govardhan Hill and came running to see them, and allowed them to drink their milk sumptuously. The cowherd men saw this and angrily moved the cows, but when they saw their own sons, they were also overwhelmed with parental affection and embraced them with great love. Seeing this uncommon exchange between the cowherd men and cowherd boys, and the cows and the calves, Balaram was astonished. Krishna then related to Balaram what had happened to the mischief of Brahma. After having stolen the gopas and the calves, Brahma returned within a moment, which was 1 year according to human calculations. To his surprise, he saw all the gopas and calves just as before. He was totally perplexed. Krishna took compassion on Brahma and lifted the curtain of Maya. As Brahma looked on, all the boys and calves got transformed into four-armed Vishnu forms. Many Brahmas, Shivas, demigods, sages, moving and non-moving living entities were worshipping these Vishnu forms. Brahma was wonderstruck and practically fell unconscious. Krishna then withdrew his spectacular vision of his grandeur. Brahma could then see Krishna as a small Gopal, looking for his friends and calves, just as 1 year before. Immediately, Brahma fell at Krishna's lotus feet, practically washed them with tears from all 4 pairs of his eyes. With his voice faltering and limbs trembling, he offered heartfelt prayers and said in self-reproach, "My dear Lord, just see my uncivilized impudence. I tried to test you. What am I compared to you? I am like a small spark in the presence of a great fire. I am a small creature enclosed in a pot-like universe. Unlimited universes come through your bodily pores as dust goes past through a window screen. Simultaneously, the entire universe lies within you. Thus, I am also inside you. Does a mother take offense when the child within her womb kicks her with his legs? I am like your son, and you are like my mother. I have taken birth from the lotus coming from Garbhodakshai Vishnu's navel. Considering me your servant and child, worthy of your compassion, kindly forgive my offense." Having begged pardon from Krishna, Brahma humbly expressed his heartfelt desire. "My engaged in your bhakti and counted as one of your devotees in any birth, in any species. How greatly fortunate are the cows and ladies of Vrindavan, the nectar of whose milk you have happily drunk in the form of calves and boys. My greatest possible fortune would be to take any birth in Vrindavan and have my head bathed in the dust of the lotus feet of any of its residents." Krishna was silent. Admitting that the opulences of Krishna are beyond the written words, Brahma requested Krishna's permission to leave and departed from there. So these prayers are what we're going to be reading. And the first prayer is a very famous one. It's Gurudev would always quote this. Gurudev would quote 3 verses that described Krishna's beauty in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Like they're the 3 main descriptions of Krishna's form. The first one is this one, No midyate pravapushe taridambaraya. The second one is a verse sung by the Yagyapatnis. Which verse is that? Was that Yuyam Nirloke Pataburi Bhago? I can't remember actually. And the third one is the verse spoken by the gopis. Barha Piram Nata Bharavapukanaya Karnika from Venukit. So we're now beginning Brahma's prayers. And let me just check one thing. I'm just checking connection and also if I connected my mic. Oh, I haven't been using my mic. Okay. Now the sound should be better. And just letting you know, I'm using this mobile, this phone, the connection from this phone, which is not a smartphone. And lots of Wi-Fi doesn't work as the hotspot isn't very powerful on this phone. But it seems to be working now, so. If it's working, so send me a message on WhatsApp, because then I'll get a notification. Shri Brahmo Vacha. You can say this verse with me because it's such an important one. No mirdhyate bhravapushe tadram paraya javatang saparipichala sanmukhaya vanyasraje kavala vetra vishanaveno lakshma shri mridupade rupangajaya. It doesn't matter. What am I doing? Oh, there. Sārārtha-darśinī, commentary by Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura. Lord Brahma said, "My dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore I offer my humble obeisances just to please you. O son of the king of the cowherds, your transcendental body is dark blue like a new cloud. Garment is brilliant like the lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings and the peacock feather on your head. Wearing garlands of various forest flowers and leaves, and equipped with a herding stick, a buffalo horn, and a flute, stands beautifully with a morsel of food in your hands." Vritti by Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura. This chapter relates how Brahma, though in a mood of reverence, himself in the great ocean of Krishna's sweetness. After praising Sri Krishna with great devotion mixed with knowledge, Brahma asked some questions. "I am not afraid if the real devotees, who are relishing great bliss by collecting loads of jewels, mock my stance of selling jewels, offering a few jewels. Meditating with determination solely upon the lotus feet of my Guru, my heart desires to cross the ocean of Brahma's prayers." I think that option should be there. I don't really get this. "I'm not afraid of the real devotees who are relishing great bliss by collecting loads of jewels, mock my stance of selling jewels, offering a few jewels." Interesting. Okay. Now Brahma has directly realized that Brahman is the source of all forms of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. Maintains firm devotion at the lotus feet of Krishna, Brahma profusely praises the Lord. Brahma said, "My dear Vasudeva, you are the source of countless forms and are the only worshipable Lord. You everyone in the universe from down to the grass. In order to attain, I offer these prayers unto you. Or, simply to please you in verse, your body, dark blue like a rain cloud, is wrapped in a garment more brilliant than lightning." Brahma's words describing Krishna's things. The earth gets rid from the scorched cloud of Krishna's rain, and the Ṭhākura, like devotees, sustain lives with the mercy pouring from the rain cloud of Krishna. Brahma continues, "Gunja berry earrings accent the beauty of your face. Flowers adorn your hair, and a peacock feather rests atop your head." Brahma's description reveals the superior berries of Vraj to the precious jewels of Vaikuntha. The flower garland of wild flowers and leaves around Krishna's neck is superior to those made of parijat flowers from Svargaloka. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to finish this purport. One second. By mentioning the morsel of yogurt rice in Krishna's hands, his stick and horn, Brahma indicates the superior cowherd boy form over all others. Shri Mataji says the sound is cracking a lot. Hard to understand. I'm just finishing this purport and then I'll. In mentioning Krishna's soft feet, Brahma indicates that wandering in the forests of Vrindavan become filled with ecstasy upon seeing Krishna's footprints. By stating that Krishna is the son of a cowherder, Brahma shows the superior fortune of Nanda over Vasudeva. Okay, so I'm checking out the comments 1 second. Is it cutting out for everyone, or is it just cutting out for Raseshwari Mataji? I'm just seeing if it's my connection or connection which is having a problem, because on here it says I'm getting 9 out of 10, which isn't so bad. So yeah, let me know, everybody, if it's cutting out a lot. I'll check back after the next one. And I'm going to do 1 second. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to put this on advanced view. And then I'm going to take a chapter description, synonyms, and Devanagari. There. Then okay, now let me see. Okay, it's choppy for everyone, huh? Maybe said it's, yeah, it's a little choppy. I wonder, should I continue? Is it like, it's not all that much? Is it, what do you guys suggest? I stop and try to figure something else out for tomorrow? I want to go to the shop today to see if they can set up this new Wi-Fi system that just came to Navadvip. That might be better. But anyways, yeah, let me know. I will. I'm going to read this verse, and then I will tell me when I'm finished with this verse, let me know if I should continue reading or if we should start tomorrow, and hopefully I can arrange something better. Okay. Dhyapi deva vapusho maranu grahasya svecha mayasya nabdubhuta mayasya kopi neshe mahi tavasitum manasantarena shakshatavaiva kimutatma sukhanubhute. Actually, the translation is the same here as it is here. Let me see. My dear Lord, it is the same. So I can just read this. My dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours, which has shown such mercy to me and which appears just to fulfill the desires of your pure devotees. Although my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs, I cannot understand your personal form. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? Commentary. Hearing Brahma's praises, Krishna may object. Listen, Lord Brahma, you are the master of all powers in this universe, while I am but the son of a cowherd man in the forest. You are an ancient and exalted personality, and I am but a small boy. You are knowledgeable you are knowledgeable of all the Vedas and endowed with the most exemplary conduct. But I am an ignorant keeper of cows, and so unaware of proper conduct that I'm so unaware of proper conduct that I run around with some yogurt right hand. You are the Supreme Lord, full of and the controller of all illusion. But I am bewildered by your illusion, and wander about the forest grieving over lost calves. Thus I am not qualified for your praise. Fearing such objections from Krishna, Brahma spoke this verse, repenting for having offended Krishna due to his ignorance. I cannot estimate the greatness of your transcendental body, engaging in childish play. What to speak of your pastimes of youth? If I understand the potency of your transcendental body, then how could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself by herding the calves? I cannot comprehend the happiness your cowherd friends feel. What to speak of the happiness you experience by directly playing with them? A person with a controlled mind cannot understand that happiness. What can be said of those with uncontrolled minds? In this way, Brahma expressed 5 levels of ignorance. Brahma described Krishna's body in this way to prove that the Supreme Lord cannot be understood by yoga, austerity, or shastric study. Krishna is understood only by mercy. Brahma continued, My Lord, although I offended you, due to your magnanimity, you have shown such mercy to me. That mercy consisted of revealing your sweet human form after showing your awesome Vishnu Murtis. What is the cause of that mercy? Your body is swa-ichamaya. It is in response to the desires of your pure devotees who want to see and serve you. You show mercy out of affection for your devotees. Though I am an offender, because I have a semblance of devotion, I have become qualified to receive a drop of your mercy. Patiently listening to Brahma, Krishna replied, But to fulfill desires and show mercy are traits of human beings also. Brahma responded, But my Lord, your body is not material. Bhutmayasya. Your body is spiritual. Brahma Samhita, verse 32 says, Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti pasyanti panti kalayanti chirang jaganti. Every part of Krishna's body has all the potencies of other parts of the body. This verse shows not only that the Lord can perform any bodily function with any part of his limbs, with any of his limbs, but also that he can see through the eyes of his Vishnu expansions, and similarly, that he can hear through the ears of any Vishnu expansion. Though the Lord can perform any function with any one of his senses, and his transcendental pastimes as Govinda, he generally sees with his eyes, touches with his hands, and hears with his ears. Thus Krishna acts like the most beautiful and charming young cowherd boy. Brahma continued, My Lord, you have shown me the form of Devabapu, who bestowed mercy, Mad Anugrahasya, by teaching me the 4 verses, the Chatushloki of. To fulfill your desires, you who are Ichamai, full of desires, your transcendental body is the source of these Vasudev forms. Though your body fulfills your desires, it is spiritual, and not like our bodies, which are products of matter, Bhuta Mayasya. I cannot estimate the potency of your spiritual body, even though I have revealed the Vedas and studied the fruit of the Vedas, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. I cannot even understand the greatness of your Vasudev forms. What to speak of the greatness of the original source of those transcendental forms, the 2-armed form of Govinda. And this topmost of transcendental forms, as an innocent cowherd boy, you intensely relish the pastime of stealing butter, drinking the gopi's breast milk, tending the calves, playing your flute, enjoying your childhood pranks, which are extraordinary even in comparison with the activities of your Vishnus. Okay, let's see. Nobody mentioned anything, so I'm guessing it's good enough to run. Oh, never mind. I'm just seeing the comments here in the. Okay, Madhavi Didi. I'm going to stop for today. I'm going for today, and then I'm going to go to the Airtel shop and see if they can set up. I don't know. I did he saying please continue, but I'm hearing from others also that it's cutting out for everyone, and it's hard to understand. I'm just looking at these messages and so I think I'm going to just stop for today, and then I'm going to see if I can get something else set up. Yeah, I don't know. I have to actually talk with devotees here because I'm going to Vrindavan, and I don't know how long I'm going for. I mean, there's even a possibility I might stay till Kartik. Who knows? And so in that case, they would be having to pay the internet every month with this new connection. So I'm gonna discuss it. Wait, I'm just reading. Okay, yes, Madhavi Didi saying, yes, continue, tomorrow is better. Okay, so then I will do that. And hopefully I can figure something else out. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Jai Guru Garanga Gandhar Vikagiri Dhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki jai. Nitil Vishwam Vishnupad Ashvatara Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev ki jai. Nitil Vishwam Vishnupad Ashvatara Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Vishwam Vishnupad Ashvatara Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Vishwam Vishnupad Ashvatara Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pragyan Shiv Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gokshara Babaji Maharaj Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Ṭhākura ki jai. Srila Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupa Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhadasha Raghunath Shara Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Namachay Shri Hairas Ṭhākura ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandal Gaura Mandal Vraja Mandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishya Bhadata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund Yamuna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shinita Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Play Keshava Shaja Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha Pancha Kalpatarubhya Shaktipa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams. Did you have ever tried Vodafone? The first SIM card I ever had in India when I was in Puri. But right now I'm using Airtel. I haven't tried Vodafone here. No. I'm not sure if Airtel seems to have the best coverage, like it covers the most amount of places, but in some areas Vodafone works better. I'm not sure. That's the thing with all these they're all different, like in different areas. Some carriers are better in certain places, are better in other places. So oh, and what day am I coming? I am coming on the 5th. I'll be arriving there on the 5th at 2 p.m. in Mathura station. So let's see what happens with this Wi-Fi thing. Airtel Wi-Fi, which I think just came to Navadip at the though. That one will be a bit more expensive. Right now, I'm paying 600 rupees a month for Wi-Fi, but this Wi-Fi it's become useless. Really, it's like there's no point even. And the air is very fast. It's 100 Mbps. That's what it says on the website at least, and it's 900 rupees a month. But I think it's worth the extra money if it's a good signal. And I'll share it with some other Russian devotees, so I won't have to pay 900 rupees. I'll pay a part of that. So I will let you guys know. In Gopinath Bhavan, Vodok's the best, huh? Well, also in Gopinath Bhavan, I have the GVP Wi-Fi, which I'll be able to use. So, Hare Krishna, Sharmaji. All right, so hopefully it works out today. I can get something else set up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hare Bol.